Hello paper crafters, welcome to my newest video. In this video I have a new product that is innovative and fun, and you're really going to like this for those of you who like doing involved cards, which most of us here on that follow Dutch Paper Crafts do. So this is a new thing that Nellis Snellen created, and it's called Fancy Dies, and they're wonderful. This one right here that we're looking at is FD001. It's the circular fancy die. And I want to point out that it comes with a one that'll cut out the circle, and then the next one in matches that outer circle, and it cuts slats, these lines right here. I'll try to bring this up a little bit closer so we can see this. And you can kind of see those slats. They're right here. I'm trying something new today. I'm working upside down, so I'm a little confused. I'm tired of working around the back of my camera and hitting it, so I'm just going to try this to see if it's a little easier. But I'm looking into the monitor and everything's upside down, so bear with me. So what you do is you would match up the outer circle with the slat, which is the one inside of it, to cut out the slats. Now of course you could just cut the slats out of paper and not have the circular shape, or you can just cut out circles too without using the slat, so it gives you a nice set of nesting circular dies. And I'm going to show you in a moment some examples. Petra Man and Shine made for us. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to give a little show of how to work with them too. But let's get through what we have for sale first here. The next one is FD002, and this is the oval, and I hope really that Nellie goes further with these and produces a square and maybe some hexagon or some different shapes, because this is really fun. I really like working with these, with this creative kit. The next one is FD003. Now this is a die that cuts these 10 little pieces, and these little pieces are what you need to go into those slats, and that's going to make sense for you in a little bit. But I just want to show you the different shapes. As you can see, this one is kind of like little circles and kind of like fan shaped. And then we have the next one, FD004, and this one is a more of a ovals in the part here, and it cuts a different kind of a different shape. I don't know what to say with that. I don't know what the names of these are. Unfortunately, Nellie doesn't write the names on the back in English that I can figure out. Yet I see some other people call them things, so I know she has names. This is FD005, and this is the third one that cuts out, and this one has little hearts, so I'm sure this is called something with hearts. I should have Petra tell me this, because she knows all these names and from Dutch to English. And you can see the little fan shape there and the little hearts that it will cut out. And the next one is, this is FD006. Sorry, I flipped that over on you. And that is that's different. The other one only had 3 and they were oval, and these are more 4 with a little crisper cut. So, and then I want to show you, there's some more products here. They have these stickers that you can use, and it's funny because a couple of people who follow the Dutch blogs closely will email me earlier and get the product before I do a video on it. And this product's been out for a while. No one was ordering the stickers, and I kept telling my customers who are ordering the releases, you have to order the stickers, because the stickers are a really creative part of it. And some of the people who didn't, I just said, trust me on this, and I got emails back that they were so glad they ordered the stickers. But this is the gold set, and this is the silver. Now I promise you this is all going to come together and make sense, and you'll probably want to replay the first part of this video to figure out what you would like to order. There's 3 more things. This is why I kept the release of the video for a while, because I wanted to get these in stock to sell it as an entire release when the time came. And this is a set of the punching and embossing let me think of the word here, punches. I'm trying to say dies, stamps, punches. And they are made for those frames, those two, the original, the circle, let me say that again, oval, and circle. And these are made to go with it, just like these little inserts were here, except now Nellie's got 3 of these that also make punches that cut and emboss, and that makes a difference. There are 3 sizes, and I have them here so you can compare the size. This little guy is number FLP024, so that would make this FLP025 and this FLP026, the big one. So they're relatively, all in all, they are not huge punches. They are nice size to work with, and if all of you pretty much who follow the Dutch paper crafts know how they work. You cut with this punch, then you take the cut piece, you put it in here, and you push down, and it embosses these little lines into it, giving it dimension and a nice embossed image. Everyone, if you don't like embossing punches, I can guarantee you're not using them correctly. They are wonderful, and everyone I know, there was a few of my customers who didn't like them. When I start talking them through and they redid them, they do like them. Could be you're using the wrong paper. It could be you're just not punching hard enough, or maybe punching too hard. They're not hard to use. They're like any punch. Some are tricky. Some are more trickier than others. And you know, when you try to cut through very thick cardstock with a very little punch like this, you got to have some oomph in your punch. So so that's just the way with anybody, whether it be Martha Stewart, McGill, Fisker. That's the way it works, and Nellie's products are top notch here. So I want to get on to how to use these, and what exactly are you talking about, Darlene? So here is an oval I cut out. I used the bigger oval, and then I put the insert in, and I did not use any tape on this. I just kind of eyed it. And I now have a vagabond, because with all my nursing, all the notes I write in a day, and how much paperwork I do, and how much computer work I do, my wrists are starting to go, especially my right one is getting sore. So the Vagabond has made a huge difference with the cranking. I don't think I'll go back to a non-electric machine. And with the Vagabond, I could just put the insert right over it and easily run it through. And I got these, I just want to show you, I got these slats. Now what you do with these slats, and I'm going to try to show you, is I cut out these little pieces right here. These are the little pieces that we cut out with the die. And this one, you can see the little hole here didn't poke out. I just did dishes. I have absolutely no grease on my hands, or oils. Things are hard to pick up. And you can just poke that right out there. Now how this works is so easy and so much fun. I'm going to show you. You just take the little tab here, and you put it into the slot and slide it right on in, just like that. And it creates this very cute little frilly design on the edge that's very elegant and fun and so easy to make. And there you go. Now there's a couple of things you can do here at this point. You can keep going around and doing this. And what I did, I did both ways, and I see from Petra's cards, I was examining it a little closely, and I saw that she did it too. You can turn it around and you get this design, and this isn't really anything I think you're going to want to work with. You can tape it right down, which is my preferred method. I just took some nice tape that was safe to use for cards and scrapbooking, or you can do this and fold it over, and that kind of lodges it in place. But I find if you're doing a big shape, that can get a bit annoying at times, and I like things to be absolutely secure and not move. You can tell from my cross stitch days, it drove me nuts to not be able to knot. So I'm one of those people, I like to secure things down. So I just take a piece of tape and I rub it there and secure it, and that's kind of how it goes. Now I want to show you one I've been working on, And this was the very first one I did, and it hardly took any time at all. And look how sweet that is. There's the back, and you can see my tape, all my tape on there. And isn't that sweet? I mean, isn't that cute? If you were making a card and you could put something get well. And this is so easy to do. Now this is a double thing. What I did is I cut out this original circle in the largest circle in the kit. Then I put in, well, I did it all together in one swoop through my Vagabond. Then I put in this this one that cuts this slats, that die. I skipped this circle. I didn't want to cut out another circle. And then I put the next smaller size of the slats in to get this layered look. Now you're looking at these going, wait a minute, Darlene, we saw you do these over here, but how did you get those? Well, that's another thing you can do with these, and I'm going to show you really quickly. You take the two pieces and you put them together. That one doesn't have the hole punched out. I'm a little fussy with that. I didn't punch it out. And I was doing this at 11 o'clock last night. I was really tired, but I wanted to have it ready so I can make the video today. Okay, so here we go. There's the slot, and you push it in, and two go in nicely. It actually even strengthens it up a little bit, makes it easier to push in my opinion. And then you just fold it over like that, and it creates this lovely little floral. And then you take your sheet of stickers, and I'm working, there's some stars here, circles, some different kind of stars, and even those I think these are bigger than these stars. It's hard for me to eyeball, they look a little bigger, but I took this little guy right here working with this star, and I would definitely use my Mrs. Grossman's sharp tweezers, but I'm not going to tease you all with that because you can't get those anymore, and everyone emails me where did you get those great tweezers, and I wish Mrs. Grossman would bring those back because I think I could sell 100 for her right on my own blog. And you just put the sticker right there, and then we're going to finish up the I'm just showing you how these work. You finish up here, and I'm going to add that little one to the edge there, and then this one, and then I will be done with this design right here. And you just add it like that, and that is it. And isn't that sweet? And that was so easy to make. You saw me right here just finish it up, plus I'm explaining, so I was talking a little bit. But what's nice is I like this dimension. There's this dimension about it, and it kind of looks raised and fun. And then I love anything lacy and doily like, and this creates it. And you don't have to put that center. I could even put the third layer in and get all of this to make just a frilly frou-frou kind of insert, and that in itself would be a nice card. So now I'm going to go on to, I didn't do anything with the punches because Petra made me a sample, and I'm going to show you those. We get those. It's the same thing, except instead of running it through your die thing, it's punching and embossing, which gives it an added bit of dimension. If you ask me what would I buy, of course I would say all of it. I would buy every piece of these because I think they work well. If you're one of my foreign friends and you're not sure if you'll like this, start out with the plates first and the dies, because shipping the punches to you will be expensive. Not as expensive as usual because these are smaller punches and there's only a set of 3 as a usual to the 4, but nonetheless, wait to Australia, Japan, United Kingdom, Malaysia. You guys pay the big bucks on shipping, unfortunately. So if you're not sure if you won't like this, try it, and then if you love it, like I think you will, go for the punches. So the first design here, and I'm sorry this video is going to take a long time, but it's I want to explain everything to you, and I got to remember to turn things upside down to show you. So here we go. This was made by Petra, and this is the Dutch Flower Girl, and on this she used, this is a blue gel pen for the outer edge. And Petra told me, I never realized this, that Nellis Snellen herself, one of her signatures is a gel pen to trace on the edge. I never knew that. And I pretty much see what's going on and everything, so that kind of surprised me that I missed that. This is the Nellie, now this is what I'm selling, the Nellie Fancy Dies FD FLP025 or 002, and that's this oval. And she cut this onto pattern paper. And then she used the FD004. Oopsie, I knew she'd know. She calls these the lily shapes. And she tucked those inside. And then she used the fancy die stickers, which I showed you. She used the gold ones. And she alternated sticker, rhinestone, sticker, rhinestone. And I think that's a sweet touch. And then she used the Floral Punch set. These are Nellis Snellen, the Punch and Emboss punches. She used FLP007, 006, and I believe 021. That's the small one. I know it's in the 20 series, and I believe it's number 21. But you might want to double check before you order that if you want that for me to order that for you. I don't carry all the punches anymore. Of course, I have the new punches for this release. These aren't part of it. This is something else. We're selling again the oval and the inserts to go in it. But I do take orders, and it takes me about 10 days if all goes well. Cross your fingers. I should get them in 10 days. And so it's not very long to wait for me to get them to you. And then this branch is FLP008, and then inside the card there's an old familiar favorite. That's a multi-frame die, MFD037, the Combi Stars, and that just makes a beautiful border there. The multi-frame dies are another product made by Nellie that I have, I think, all of the ones that she's made in stock, and they're just great. And again, if you have any questions on how any of this was made, just go to Petra's blog and ask her a question. My designers are wonderful people who love to share and create and teach, so they will be happy to answer any questions. If you don't get an answer or something's wrong where you can't reach them, email me and I will forward the email on to them, and so they can get back to you. Or I can be the go-between if necessary. But isn't that sweet? Because some people want to know, oh, where did Petra get this? And Petra explains all this to me too, but unfortunately for time's sake with the video, I don't go through all of that. So the next one, I like to have it though, Petra. Thank you for giving it to me, because I do keep it for people that email me with questions. So the next one is this cute little, I'm not sure what those are. Those are in Dutch kind of popular. I don't know if they're a cartoon character or what they are, but I see that little design a lot. And this is made, again, we use the fancy dies, and this is the oval, and this is FD002. That's the big oval. And then the little inserts in here are FD006. And then she used the gold stickers, and she used two different kinds. She used kind of a star, and then the little one that I was using, and then a star and that little kind of flower one. And she also used the Nellis Snellen floral punches. These are the poinsettia punches, and there are 3 different sizes there: the large, the medium, and the small. And then she used the season greetings. Those are star form stickers. And she also used some rhinestones here, right there. And this is something cool she made snow with. Probably something we have similar here in America. We have those. I haven't used one in a long time, where you put it on, looks like glue, and you heat it up and it turns white. And this is a cute little Christmas card that Petra made. And I want to point out a few different things here that I'm seeing. Is how she alternated. Remember, I showed you how to put 2 in and fold 1 over. She did 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, and that's really a nice kind of design. So you can see with these kind of fancy punches, the possibilities of creating things are many, and you can get many different designs. Neither Petra or I put 2 different sides together, and I wonder how that would look. I didn't think to do it, and I don't have any here to just pop in and try it, but that might be a fun look too. And of course, I want to get up a close-up of these beautiful punches. The Nellis Snellen punches, I can't say enough about them. I used to be well, I still am a huge fan of the Martha Stewart punches. I have a lot of them, only because Martha makes more than Nellie does. But if I had to keep, I think, a punch in my collection, I would choose Nellie, just because of how these florals are made and how they can match your card. This red is the same red as that cardstock, so now you have a flower made with that beautiful to match exactly what you're working with. And sometimes that's so hard when you're, especially if you're a little challenged with color. I can be that way at times. It just makes things so much easier. Now the next one is a beautiful die decoupage set, and I bet a lot of people will notify Petra and ask where she got that. It's so cute. I love birds. What she used here, again, we use that oval. That's the fancy die 002, FD002, and then we used the FD006 again. Those are the sunflower is what they're called, and those are the inserts. That's the die. And then she used the fancy die stickers that coordinate. They're every other one. This time she alternated a pearl in between. And she also used the to make these punches here. This is FLP003, FLP002, and FLP011. I know 11 is the branch, and the others are here. And these are something she calls Paper Mania roses that she added onto there. And then she used her gel gold pen. Again, remember, that's a signature of Nellie. How interesting to know. And the rhinestones, which are, or not rhinestones, the pearls. And it makes just that border is so elegant. So instead of just taking a die and cutting out an oval or embossing one, this just gives added texture, and it just invites the person you give it to want to touch it, because it's dimensional, and it's really, it's kind of pretty. I always tell people when I send them a card that is dimensional like this, that fluffing up may be needed. Somebody needs to make a stamp with that for the back of a card saying this card was handmade. After you receive it, various items need to be fluffed up, because some of the stuff is lost in cards when we send them in the mail through a regular envelope. So isn't that beautiful? All right, next one. Now we're getting fancier and fancy. Petra's showing off here, as she should. She's a wonderful designer. So this is the documents folder, and Petra said she wanted to see that not only do you make cards with the fancy dies, but you can make gifts. And I love it when my designers go beyond the card and make something fancy, because it's such a treat. It's so exciting. And let me show you what she did. So here you open this up, and it has Velcro, and I didn't do the Velcro because this is sticky Velcro and it's hard to open. And inside is this little accordion folder. Can you see that? How sweet that is? And then what she did is she put inside, you take out the tabs. There's tabs here, and we have this one that's happy birthday, and we have the next one, which is notes, and I think that's where you can write a little message to your friend. Isn't this sweet? You're getting the idea here. And then this last one is to put in a gift card. How nice. What a beautiful gift. Can you imagine giving somebody this? I mean, this is something they will treasure always. This is a card that people will keep and not throw away. It's nice stiff cardstock. Now I want to get back and look how she lined these, just how everything is so professionally done. It's just all lined up nicely. Now I want to go through with what she did, or what she used. What I'm selling here is the fancy dies. It's 001, the circle, and then we have the number 5 is what she used. There are those heart ones that I had shown before. Those are the inserts. And then she used the multi-frame die 014, the rectangle, and that is this one right here, this beautiful shape. That's a multi-frame die 14. And then the multi-frame die 40. Yeah, Nellie's already up to 40 in frame dies. MFD 040. This is the square butterflies, and it makes this is included in that shape, as well as these corners that look like little fluttering butterflies. Isn't that cute? And then the Floral Punch set is right here, just this little tiny FLP020, and then the branch FLP023. And then also the little stamp set here is the Clear Rebels set. I don't carry these, but I can order any of them at this point still for you that you may want. This is called Revolver Babe. And it's kind of funny because in foreign countries, Americans are frequently considered cowboys, and also in some were considered Indians. So it's kind of funny that in foreign countries we can be perceived this way, that everyone's a cowboy and everyone wears boots and a big cowboy hat. And I think that's funny. And my mom, as some of you know, was from Holland, but my mom would be in her 80s now if she were alive. And back in her day, she thought all Americans were Indians. And it was kind of funny when my father came over there in World War II, and that's how they met. She expected to see him in a full headdress and a loincloth fighting for the war, and was quite surprised to see that they were just normal people. Though my dad is part Indian, a Canadian Indian tribe. Not that my dad's Canadian, he was born in America, but his parents were Canadian. My dad is very dark and swarthy, and my mom just fell in love with him because of his coloring of his skin, because everyone where she was very pale and fair. So it's kind of funny. It's just a little side note of how we are perceived as cowboys. I've never worn a cowboy hat in my life, nor cowboy boots, but yet I'm sure my foreign friends all think that that's an outfit I wear. So just a little bit of humor there. And again, this is sweet. This is a lovely gift. Now I'm on to my second to last. Bear with me. I know you've been with me a long time here. This is going to take forever for me to load up on YouTube. This is the next one. It's called For My Friend, another fancy card that she's showing off here. And Petra, you do such beautiful work. Thank you. You kind of open it up, and you've got this three-way thing going on here. You've got this lovely tag that comes out with a little pocket to put it in. You've got this lovely From My Heart sentiment here, and then you have this lovely, another, again, a little cowgirl in her little cow boots, and this lovely filigree. And I'll go through with what these are and how you get them from me, because a lot of this I have for sale and in stock. Okay, so what we're selling in this release is Fancy Die 1 here, the circle. And the shapes that are in this time that she doubled up on are FD003. They're the daisy shapes. See, Petra does know these. Again, she used the gold stickers, Nellie stickers that go with these. And also some rhinestones in between every other. And we also used the multi-frame die 39 round leaves. That's inside here. I saw that in here. Oop, let me see. Right here. This is multi-frame 039, and you can see that kind of looks like leaves. And then we have the MFD 40 square butterflies. That's these are the corners of that die, and Petra did a really nice job of making those look like little butterflies. Isn't that sweet? That's really just goes in the corners. I want to, if I could take this off and show you, you kind of flip it like this and it goes right in the corner there. But Petra put little dots coming out like they're flying butterflies. And then we have the something called, I point this out because I want one of these, so I thought you too may want them. It's Fancy Crafts Twin Pawns, which I know Pawns is punch in Dutch. 2-in-1 mini, and it's TMP001. And I think it cuts out this tiny little flower and this tiny little butterfly. And that is really cool. I like these little flowers. Imagine that back in our craftables baskets, how sweet those would look. We could have those too. And then she used the Floral Punch. I think Petra uses a punch on everything, God bless her. And yep, here we go. Here's the punch, FLP003, 002, and the branch, FLP004. And then she uses a spacer here and a brad inside. Now these spacers, Nellie makes these and sells these, and I haven't put them on my blog for sale. But if you want them, just email me and I will order you some. They are beautiful. I hadn't seen them in person until Petra put them on the card, and they do make a really nice touch. I can also get you the brads too, but it's probably a lot cheaper for you to go to your local craft store and pick up your tiny brads than to buy the ones that are imported from Holland. But of course, if you do want those that are specifically made by Nellie, just email me and I'll see what I can do for you. So I just wanted to bring attention to that beautiful punch. And remember, just to get back, there's so much. Oh, Petra used so much to show us. Again, this is what I'm selling, is the fancy die with the inserts here. See how those move around? How sweet. And let's see, what else did I miss? Oh, this is Indian Kitten, and again, I can order any of the Nellie punches you want. That's Indian Kitten, YORE0112, and again, Indian. Remember I talked about how we're Indians and cowboys here. And then Sweet Cowgirl, YORE0008. Can order that for you if you'd like. And again, about 10 days if they're in stock, and if not, I let you know. Most people don't mind waiting. This, I was wondering what that is. That's a Martha Stewart punch, the grass. And the, let's see. This is, hold on, I'm losing my thought here. This is LR0154, the tag. And that's a series of creatables. That's a Marianne. We switched over from Nellie to Marianne there. And then this is this wrought iron, which has been a hugely popular die for me, is LR0191. It comes with other things, a lamp post and such, but this has been wildly popular. I've done really well with that die. So what a beautiful gift, this trifold card. Just sweet. Who wouldn't want to receive one of these cards? Everyone would want to receive a card from Petra. And I did. On the 23rd of May was my birthday, and Petra sent me this beautiful, beautiful card. And I'm so glad she sent it, because I'm bringing this way up close to you. Here are the punches. So these are the punches that go into the insert. So here is the circular fancy die frame, number 1. And here are the punches, and here are the 3 different sizes, the small, the medium, and see how that medium makes a perfect frame to that small, and then the large. And then they just have, I don't know if I can get it in without losing my focus, and plus I'm upside down, a little discombobulated, but there, see those lines and see how beautifully they cut out and emboss. And she even added some color to the edges. So just so beautiful. The punches are just great, and you punch one at a time. Some people prefer punching than running through dies. I hear that all the time, especially with the little flowers and stuff. They'll say, oh, I hate the dies, I'd rather have a punch. It's a matter of preference. To me, it doesn't matter. I work so much with both, but it just shows you that with this you can kind of work with both. And then she used the rhinestones and this wonderful sentiment. And then I want to draw attention up here. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not used to working upside down, but let's hope this focus eventually focuses in if I keep moving it. There we go. That flower was made with the punches. That's not a Nellis Snellen punch. No. Well, yes it is, but it's not the floral one. It is this one. It's these ones in this release that I was showing you. These guys right here. So it's those, and she used the 2 sizes and put that nice big fancy brad in the center and made that floral. I am also going to have a tutorial on my site from Petra with these multi-frame dies that she did for you. I think it's how to make a rose, and I should have that up there. I do believe I still have that on my computer, and I believe it was the set she used to create it. So take a look go to my blog, everyone, and visit. On my blog you will see prices and ordering information and how we do this, and lots of other things for sale that go with this release. If you follow YouTube, thank you very much, but please follow my blog, because I don't put everything on YouTube. Some things I just put on my blog, like pre-orders and such, and you'll miss that if you follow just YouTube. Follow both. You won't miss anything then. Thank you so much. I know this was a very long video, but I hope you sat back, drank a cup of tea or a Diet Pepsi, my drink of choice, and had fun watching this. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for visiting again, and everyone have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.